Especially after that grave warning or threat by the Russian president, it seems that the Russian forces are somewhat emboldened, and they're now focusing their advance towards a small city called Severodonetsk. That's a small industrial city just north of Bakhmut in the Donetsk region, which is still in that part of the region, which is still held by Ukrainian forces. But it seems that Russia's new advance is being seen as a tactical move by many observers, including the British intelligence, who have been sending updates throughout the conflict, especially updates from the front lines. It appears to be a precursor of sorts before the Russians move their focus towards the corridor of Sloviansk and Kramatorsk, where the Ukrainians have fortified their defenses. Now, of course, Michelle, bear in mind that it took the Russians over 90 days of fierce fighting to lay siege in that Luhansk region that you just mentioned, particularly around Severodonetsk and Lysychansk. But as it stands now, the Ukrainians, as we heard in Yasmin's report, are equipped with those advanced Western weaponry, including those American HIMARS rocket systems, and they say it's working very well to target the Russian camps and bases. Of course, the more camps and bases that they destroy, the weaker they make the Russians advance. But Russia's forces are determined to take the whole Donbass region, and it also seems that the Ukrainians are determined to not let that happen. So it looks like a very volatile coming hours and days on that front line. In his nightly address, President Vladimir Zelensky did say that the Western supply weaponry are fully fulfilling its purpose. These are precision, modern rockets and missile launchers and artillery systems that have the GPS capability to precisely target Russian positions. He says that they are working in full capacity, and the Ukrainian forces are able to hold off the Russian advance on these renewed front lines of the Donbass, especially along Donetsk. It seems that the Battle of Sloviansk is what is expected to be the upcoming major key battle, especially as the governor and the mayor and local officials there are continuing to evacuate the civilians. They say that 23,000 civilians still remain there after evacuating about 100,000 or so. And the governor has also urged the 350,000 civilians of that portion of the Donetsk region to evacuate as soon as possible. So it does seem that the battle is moving onto Sloviansk very quickly. It seems as though the Russians are not waiting around this time. Like you just said, the battle in Luhansk province, especially around Severodonetsk and Lysychansk, took at least 90 days and for the Russians to take over that area, to lay siege to that area. Now you see them pushing on to Sloviansk. We have been reporting on those airstrikes in that area. The mayor of Sloviansk does say he's been asking the residents, 350,000 residents in that area, to evacuate immediately. Perhaps the Russian forces are somewhat emboldened by the Russian President Vladimir Putin congratulating his troops in that area, congratulating the proxy forces in that area for laying siege on Luhansk. And of course, now they've moved over to Donetsk. Those two provinces make up the Donbass region. So, like I said, it seems that the Russians are pushing on.